How fortunate of us to have crossed paths. It just so happens that you're my first customer of the day. Tell me, how's your brother doing? Perfect. That reminds me. I'm looking for someone to cooperate with on a little side gig of mine. If you're the right person for the job, there could be a lot of profit to be made. Want to hear my offer? You know of cooking, right? Basically, it's building with food. Hence my interest in working with you. No need to find a professional chef. That'll be too pricey. Anyway, I was traveling through Seaside, and I picked up a few of their signature peppers. They range from the super spicy, to the hyper numbing, to the ultra pungent. All uniquely delicious, borderline nutritious, and go well with just about any dish. And by any dish, in this case, I mean noodles. As something of a noodle connoisseur myself, I have a keen nose for what makes them pop. My thoughts are that these peppers may very well hold the key to reaching noodle nirvana. But why stop at just filling our stomachs when we could fill our wallets as well? I'm sure that once someone creates the dish I have in mind, people will be lining up for decades just to get one whiff of them. Me? Oh, I don't cook. Which brings me to my point. You have a cooking station. That makes you as qualified as anyone. Once you get the dish right, I'll sell the recipe all around the free cities. We'll do it real fair, real amicable-like, nice and square, 70-30. Well, someone's acting shrewd. I tell you what, I'm in a good mood today, and I like your backbone. 50-50 it is. I'll concede a bit and give you my peppers, but don't think my first offer wasn't fair now. Good. It's a deal then. Now, my only hope is that you might succeed where others have failed. For this dish, let me be as precise as possible. You'll first need a bone broth as the base, and the noodles should be handmade with flour. Before boiling them, you'll need to add some leafy vegetables, as well as some seasoned fresh meat. Then, it's time to add my seaside peppers. I've blended 18 peppers and spices together to make my own secret seasoning. My senses are tingling just thinking about it. Builder, if you pull this off, we'll become a part of culinary history. In any case, you'd best figure this out in the next 3 days. You know how I roll, right? Can't stay in any place for more than 3 days. Usually it's 2. I'm doing you a favor here. Plus, there are others out there who can build things with food, you know. Come find me when you've created the dish.
Has Owen told you about his new idea? It's even been approved by the church and all. We're going to make the world a better place. Let me fill you in then. Short of it is, some small villages around Sandrock are just scraping by, eating sand rice 3 meals a day. Owen, being the boss he is, decided to step up and ship some hearty meals their way. Only question was logistics. We pitched it to the church and they were on board right away. Had a bit of back and forth. They said they'll help deliver meals if Owen cooks them up. Right? I think it's kind of amazing. These small villages are pretty far from Sandrock, and the desert is a relentless climate. Not so fun fact, perishable food starts to spoil after only 2 hours in the heat. Plus, if we're going to bring them food, I want it to be fresh. Their lives are hard enough. They don't need soggy room temperature noodles on top of the, hardship and everything. So I designed an insulated backpack based on a takeout box relic found by the Civil Corps. It said that in the old world, people could enjoy fresh food without even needing to leave their house. These takeout boxes, they used an advanced technology to make a compound of aluminum oxide and silica powder. This compound is a soft, flexible material that was used for effective insulation. Using this box, food could be kept fresh long enough to ensure a safe and enjoyable delivery. I tried to get Chi to look into the tech for me, but he said it didn't seem worth it. Oh please, space tech isn't the only thing worth studying. Ya space case? Ahem. Best not to get too worked up about it. Anyway, after a bit of my own research, I now have a recipe for the insulated backpack. Would you mind helping me make it? Thank you so much. Alright, come show me when it's ready. I'm kind of curious to see how useful this old world tech really is. got that backpack for me? Hey, nice. Looks good. If the design works, the food will not only last for hours, but also arrive at its destination looking like it's fresh out of the kitchen. You know, the more I study old world technology, the more I realize that most of their advancements came from pure laziness. These takeout boxes, for example. It's just because they were too lazy to leave their house or cook. Certainly if necessity is the mother of all invention, laziness is the father. Or uncle. Daughter? Because necessity comes first? Cousin? Well, anyway, thanks for your help. I'll give this to Danby. They said she was more than eager to do the deliveries, and I'll be there to give her a hand when she's busy. See you later.
The savory broth. I can feel it in my joints. Is that yak mill I taste? Excellent choice. Oh, and the noodles are so fresh. And the veggies really balance out the spice. Even my wife would love this, and she's... Whoop! Noodles almost made me spill the beans. Builder, you've done it. This dish is exquisite. I'm going to take this across the free cities. I surmise that the demand will be high. Gosh, you don't know how many other people I went through trying to get this recipe right. But you're the one. The one who can bend noodles to your very will. I think I'll call them Chaji Malato no Dele Pleasantatious Man. That's Seasayan for makes you drool with joy. Because they make me drool. I'm gonna trademark that. Anyway, I'm going to start talking to restaurant owners in other cities. Meanwhile, feel free to start selling the recipe around here in Sandrock. Maybe you can work something out with that saloon guy. What's his name? Joe? Just don't sell the recipe for anything less than 200 goals. Got me? Okay, we're pals now, so I'm gonna share with you a couple tricks of the trade. First rule of making a deal, you gotta ease into it. Don't just strike straight at the heart of the matter. That's all. I'll be on my way. I'll send you any profit share later.
Howdy. Uh-huh. Yep. What? Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You